What's up, family? I'm Real Mike Rob. Make sure you tuning in to the 3-point conversion radio. They got all of it, and they keep it funky. Let's get it.
What's going on? What up? What up? What up? It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? And of course, I told you I got another special guest, 5-time Pro Bowler, baller out of New Orleans. My guy that plays for the L.A. Chargers. My guy, Trey Turner. What's up, Trey? How you doing, man?
I'm kicking it, boss. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. Excited about the Super Bowl, but at the same time, kind of sick because, that means it's the end of football, so bittersweet.
Hey, that's the exciting part for me because I know I got another chance coming soon.
Right.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
makes sense. That makes sense, man. So first off, man, Super Bowl 50. It's crazy. Got a great matchup. I continue to say that it's one of the most exciting matchups I've seen on paper because both teams are great on both sides of the ball. You got so many great players, and you got Tom Brady, probably the greatest. Then you got Mahomes, the future or now. So, what are your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Uh, it's funny. I played that division for a while, the NFC South division, and then now going into the AFC West division. Um, it's it's definitely two different styles of football, but they are very similar, and that guys are very competitive, and it's not gonna be an easy matchup, is what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be one of those physical, tough games that this might surprise you. I think it's gonna come down to the run.
Mm,
I think it's gonna come down to the run.
makes sense. Spoken like a true lineman. Uh, so, I want to ask you first of all with the Super Bowl. It's crazy because there's so many LSU connects. I
Right.
went to LSU. I mean, I can't. I don't even name them because I don't want to miss any. But it's about five players.
Yeah, I don't even know if I know everybody. To even be honest, it's that many.
Yeah.
That many. Yeah.
Crazy. But when you think about Brady, like, of course you don't play defense, but I don't have you played against him, right? Have you
Right.
your team? Okay. So just talk about the man, watching him on the sidelines and just his greatness.
He's just rarely ever out of a game. It's a few games where you'll be able to get him, and he can't really come back from it. But he's never really out of a game. I've seen a guy go down and take two-score games and make them a three-point possession games. I've seen the guy go down and win games that you thought was in the bag. So one thing about him, man, he's a go for a reason, man. He's Mr. Make It Happen when he needs to make it happen. So uh, yeah, I mean you can't stunt his glory.
Right. And then on the other end, you have Mahomes.
Right.
This man, like I said before, he's the future. Your thoughts on him?
Yep, that boy's a gunslinger, man. That boy got a cannon, bro. It's crazy, but it's gonna be interesting to see, man. I think that's a really good defense that he's gonna be facing. A really good defensive line he's gonna be facing, and I know he's gonna make some things happen. They got a lot of playmakers on that Chiefs offense, but
Mhm.
I do think it's gonna be a really good matchup.
Yeah. And we talk about now and the future and all that. You play with a quarterback
Oh yeah.
that
Mhm.
this guy. It's funny, man, because watching what is it called? When y'all were on this year for the for the training camps.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Hard knocks.
Hard Knocks. Yeah. And I remember they were talking, man, this dude got a pretty ball. Like defensive backs were saying this on there. So you
Yeah.
knew it was somebody special. So of course, unfortunately, what happened to Tyrod happened. I hated that, but then this rookie comes in, man. Like, tell me what it was like. I guess even before he started playing, just doing training camp, did you notice something special about this guy?
Definitely. I remember sitting at what was it makeshift OTAs or whatever you want to call it that we had going on, and it was me and Mike Pouncey at the time, and we was talking, and he threw a ball. I forget who. You know, it was like when you first come in, you have a lot of guys, a lot of extra guys. So it was really just playing pitch and catch. It's like, man, like, do you see this? It's like, and it's weird because it's like he's not actively trying. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's just a nice throw, a nice ball. You know what I'm saying? So then we get into team drills. The intensity picks up. Competition level picks up, and the balls get better. And it's like, man, it's a little spooky. You know what I'm saying? So you're able to see it, but until you get somebody in live game, live reps, live bullets coming at them, live situations, and actual real calls being made, and we not sitting here, doing stuff, and then coming back to the sideline, getting coached up right after the play. You know what I'm saying? Like to see him in a actual, game and do that. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't surprising. It just solidified it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, everybody had been saw it. He flashed in practice. He flashed in scrimmages and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, well, I mean, there's only, one place for him to flash other than this. And if he do that, then, I mean, shit, we got a problem.
Right. What did he command the huddle, or like when he first
Uh,
got in? Did he seem nervous, or was
he,
he? We
it,
didn't
it's
look
not,
it.
it's not so much a nervousness. He's naturally just a chill person. I don't like to say chill. It don't come off as the right tone, but he's not an over the top person, if that makes sense. When he needs to say something is something that's going to be said, and when everything's going good, he's going to say, "Hey guys, let's keep it going. We're doing really well. Let's stay on task." But he's young, man. He's coming into a situation where you got a whole bunch of guys, a whole bunch of new faces, and a brand new place, different organization, different terms, and it's him coming to cope with his surroundings and also coping with who he's becoming at this point in time.
Right.
So I think he did really well, man. He would go in the huddle and make plays when plays need to be made, and also command the huddle when he needed to. So yeah, he did.
Yeah, man. I was really impressed, man. And I'm talking to I don't know if you know who Ray Sherman is. He's the former offensive coordinator,
Hmm.
coached for 30 years in the
Hmm.
NFL. He even coached in 2019, but
Okay, yeah,
he was telling me, he was like, "Bruh, I'm gonna tell you that," because we were talking about Mahomes and all. He was like, "But that dude Justin Herbert, oh my
yeah,
god!" So
yeah.
when you got offensive coordinators salivating over him, man, it's that dude is
Yeah,
beast.
that kid's the real deal, man.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
the real deal. Yeah, he's a baller.
Now I want to go back to college. We mentioned that you went to LSU and you came out, of course, was it 2014, right?
Yep,
Okay, 2014. So
yep.
you had only played 20 games prior to coming out, and a
Yeah.
lot of scouts were like, he should stay one more year. He'll be a sure top 10 pick, lottery pick. But you chose to come out. What made you make that decision?
Uh, you just kind of know. Like I think for yourself on a personal level, and again on a spiritual level also. When you just know what your timing in and you know what your purpose is for yourself, and you don't let other people around you think for you, and you kind of just you go off your own restraints. I think it works out best for you when you're able to take a leap of faith on your own and not have somebody tell you this is what you should or shouldn't do, or this is how it should or shouldn't go. There's no status quo to how anything goes. I feel like whatever you got around you, whatever your situation is, you can make it whatever you want to make out of it.
Right.
It may not be the best, it may not be, the greatest, but whatever situation it is, you could make greater of it and greater from it. And then that's just kind of what I did, man. I had an opportunity, and when I got the opportunity to play at LSU, I took advantage of it. And man, I kind of had it in my mind. Like I was 3 and done. So I
Right.
just, I redshirted. I played half of my redshirt freshman year. Well, I started half of my redshirt freshman year. Then I started that whole sophomore season. And I was like, appreciate y'all. I had a blast. I'm out.
It-
And I
it-
went to the combine. Ran the 4.8. And,
the fastest now. Don't try to hold back, brother. The
you know,
fastest of the guard, you ran it.
and then That kind of was like the momentum shift when everybody was like, okay, well, he is a big guy, but he's athletic too, and he's young. I was 20, man. I got drafted when I was 20, so
Wow.
yeah, so it was it was crazy.
So is it hard not to listen to, because you have your what was the mix, who was the guy that always, I can't think of his name right now, the guy on ESPN always saying
Oh yeah, with the mock
Shane
stuff,
McShane and all of them, yeah, and they always,
yeah.
is it hard not to listen to not even just them, but just looking in the paper and people telling you
Uh,
where you projected to go?
when I was younger, yeah, it was harder. I mean, I could say, oh yeah, I wasn't worried about that stuff. But that's a lie. You always looking to see where you rank compared to your peers and what other people think about you. So at that point, did it was it a concern or was it a thought? Of course, but I think that kind of propelled me into helping me, you know, adjust to the league because I mean your opinion really didn't matter. Your opinion didn't suit my talents. Your opinion didn't suit what I was able to go do on the field. It was from what you saw. So I appreciated the comments so I can know what I needed to improve on. But from
Mhm.
that from any other standpoint, it was no limit. It wasn't hindering my ability. It was just something that I hadn't, you know, sharpened my tools on. So I appreciated all the insight that I got from those people to sharpen my tool belt. And I think that kind of helped me to get to where I am right now. Because if I really would have just listened to them, I probably would have went back and who knows what happened. I would have went first round or whatever. I could have went no round, whatever the case could have been. But I just kind of bet on myself. And it worked out for me. And I kind of rather go third round than first round and get to the other money quick.
Right, right. So speaking of that, I always ask everybody this: do you remember your the "Mama I Made It" moment?
Man, that was when I got drafted, man. Like, as soon as I got drafted, it was like, man, we here. It was just, I've been here since, man. It's kind of surreal, man, that the time flies. It's a great feeling, man, but it's a lot of hard work, too. But it's been a blessing.
Right, right. And what was that "Welcome to the NFL" moment?
Man, I was blocking Luke Kuechly, man. We was first week of training camp. And, the way it was then, it was like two practices that you had to have with just helmets on, two practices with shells, and then that's when you had a first full pass practice.
Mhm.
So it was the first full pass practice. I was full of energy. I think I had just turned 21 like a month or two before that. So I'm all, excited, happy I'm in the league. I went to make a play, make a block. Uh, I blocked my guy, which wasn't Luke at the time. So I didn't block past the whistle quite. You know how you hear somebody, you in practice, so it's kind of like, oh, all right, I got you. I let up a little bit. Somebody blindsided me from my left side. It was just so happened to be Luke Kuechly, and that was kind of like, well, damn. Like, you couldn't really say much because I'm a rookie and that's Luke Kuechly. That's that's when Luke Kuechly had just that's
Yeah.
when the name had been cemented. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That's when his name was being cemented. It was already poured, but it was being cemented at that point in time. So it's like I can't really say nothing to do. And then the worst part of it is he stuck his hand out to help me up. So I was like, I was like, all right, I see how this is. It's cool. It's good. But yeah, everybody has that moment, man, when you kind of just, it's like a relishing moment. Like, all right, I always been a big dog, but now I gotta work back up that ladder again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 yeah. And coming in Charlotte and well North Carolina, and then the Carolina Panthers,
Mm-hmm.
it was just some quarterback, man, that he people said he wasn't going to do good, he wasn't all of that, but this dude proved the full
my
league
dude
wrong.
did everything that people say he couldn't do. He got to every height that people say he wouldn't get to.
Right.
The guy you talking about. I got a lot of respect for. That's my brother, man. That I spent a lot of time with and I battle with. So yeah.
So what was it like playing and blocking for him, knowing that? And okay, this is what I say about Cam. We know Cam take off and run, and this is what I've noticed. Cam they did a lot of running plays for Cam, like projected play. Hey, this is we're gonna run a call a play for him.
Mm-hmm.
But Cam, maybe early in his career, but Cam is not the type that, all right, the first read not there, I'm taking off a run. He doesn't do that.
No. We had a lot of like quarterback design runs and stuff, but they was all off of options. So like he
Right.
would have the option, and at that point in time, when I first got there in that 14, 15, 16 time frame, it was D'Angelo Williams for a year with Jonathan Stewart. Then you had a mix of Mike Tober. Then you had another guy like Fonzie Whitaker, who was a change of pace guy. Like we had a different variation of backs that we could go to, at majority in a power scheme. So when you had to account for the fullback being able to run the ball, you had to be accounting the scat back running the ball, the power back runs the ball, of course, and then the quarterback are running too. It was, it was one of those things where it's like, all right, well, who do we scheme up? And then when you take away all those guys, you got Tag in, you got Greg Olsen, you got Devin Funches, guys that could come together and win a game for us. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how things went for a little bit of time over there, man. And I think we were just so successful because we worked as a team, and looking back on that, you could put other teams on paper and they're gonna say, oh, this team was more talented on paper. But as a team, like, who played with just swagger and just always had each other back, and no matter what happened, we was gonna ride and just go ball and just see what happens on the next play. We was the epitome of that. Like, we was the definition of that type of team.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm originally from Chicago. I stay in Atlanta, but I'm originally from Chicago, so always been a Bears fan. And it was just the fact that I don't know something about y'all, man. And I kept saying, like I said, I'm keeping 100. I kept like, yo, they not that good. Kept winning games. Yo, they're not that good. Kept winning to the point when they got to week 15, it was like, yo, they might be this good. It was just like, because like you said, y'all didn't have, it wasn't a sexy team as far as
Yeah.
big names on offense. Y'all just played power football.
Yeah.
Y'all was close knit. You could tell you all were close knit.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah, man. That was something.
That's all Coach Rivera, man. Shout out to Coach Rivera for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So, what do you think about the situation going on with Cam now? Because now he's in New England, and like I said, I'm gonna speak. So they call me Mr. Controversy not because I'm say something horrible or trying to start something. But just keep it real. I don't know if they call the right plays in New England for him, and maybe Josh McDaniels didn't know how to play with him, but they didn't have talent.
Man. Sometimes I think what would be misconstrued is like, it's hard for people to like adapt to other people. Just like it's hard for coaches to adapt to players, and it's hard for players to adapt to coaches.
Right.
Sometimes marriages just don't work out. Like, it's like, damn, I like the way that it look on paper. It look good, smell good, but it just wasn't for me. I think that's kind of one of those things. I mean, Cam got so much ball left in him. Now, where is that? I don't know. And who could get the best out of him? As far as that, hopefully he finds that. And you never know. It may still be in New England. You never know. But sometimes, like, when people, I just hate how when he went into that situation, it was the automatic comparison, which was inevitable. You know what I'm saying? But man, like that kind of just put like such a target on you, where it's like, no matter what you do, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to amount to that. Like, even if you go to the Super Bowl and lose the Super Bowl, it's like, well, if Tom Brady was here, we would, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like that narrative. I don't like that for nobody, but especially Cam, because I feel like his status and the person that he is, he shouldn't be in that same category. They're not the same player.
Nope.
And you know what I'm saying?
Then it makes it worse. Tom Brady in the Super Bowl now.
Yeah.
And, even though he has a more talented team, but still, it's just like.
Yeah, but I think that's a testament to show that, man. Sometimes it's not always coaching.
Right.
Sometimes it is
And then
player.
you got to think of pandemic because they didn't really have a training camp.
Yeah,
He
no,
could,
and
you know,
he got signed late also.
yeah, real late. Right. So, speaking of the pandemic, you played in this pandemic, no fans,
Oh, snap.
none of that. What?
Oh,
Okay, you good.
oh yeah. Oh, my bad.
You good. So
Is it back
playing in
on?
that pandemic, yeah, you back on, and you don't you don't have any fans or anything like. How did that affect you, especially the first game? What did it seem weird? What was your thoughts?
Yeah, the first few times was weird. The first few times was kind of like what's going on? Like it just ain't feel right. Felt like, man, I was playing one of those high school scrimmages on a Saturday morning or something. It's just nobody's out there but us, the team, and the coaches, and a few medical staff. So it's like, what are we doing? Like, well, after somebody hits you a couple of times, and you don't care where you at, you don't care who out there, none of that. It's time to play ball.
Right, right.
So
Was it weird going into on the road to another stadium and then y'all play? Y'all, you can hear your quarterback. Usually, you go on a silent
yeah,
count.
you can't hear
Right.
anything, man. You hear your coaches on the sideline screaming, man. Right, man, listen, I ain't know so many people talk so much stuff on the field until this year. You hear all kind of stuff, man. Listen, man, they got some people that's good at it too, and some people they need some work.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was weird watching it, and see, you didn't get to experience it, but we're listening to the
No, I missed a couple games, so I was able to watch a
you.
couple on TV.
So that
Yeah,
so that fake
yeah,
crowd noise is
man,
killing you.
that's cap, man. That it do not sound like that in there. It's
Yeah.
quiet. It's dead quiet, man.
They were killing
I'm
me with
telling,
that fake crowd noise because
man, I'm
they
telling you,
going
man.
they
On
going
T
crazy for no reason.
on TV when y'all saw them hard hits, all the players that was getting hit was saying, "Ow!" I promise you that you was able to hear it too.
All right, man. Before we let you go, bro, you've been in Pro Bowl 5 times, man. 5-time Pro Bowler. Is it time to get rid of the Pro Bowl? Because I talked to former players. They say yes. Marshall Falk is like Marshall Falk said they shouldn't charge the fans to come see that. What are your thoughts?
You know, I ain't gonna say you out of that, man. I ain't gonna say you out of that. You know, I'm a big man. It's very few accolades we could get. So
Right.
I gotta
Well,
say,
I'm saying should they change it? That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, is it a
Okay,
way they
so
can
like
change it?
the format.
Yeah.
Man. So it's weird, bro. Football is 100% injury rate. So I get why players don't want to go all out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I tell you what, bro. Them last 2 quarters, bro. If the game is close, and I'm speaking from experience, not from what I think. We go a little bit. It's not that much extra money on the line, but when you fly your family out and then you go to Disney World and you got to buy them turkey legs and all that stuff that your people be eating and stuff, that stuff add up, man. Then you got everybody at Airbnb, so you be playing for that little extra check that you get for winning. So I know it's not similar to the Super Bowl game. I mean, to the playoff games that people watch lead up to a Pro Bowl because it's not that same intensity, but
Right.
it is. People is getting smacked out there a little bit. They got some guys that's kind of like, man, it's an exhibition game, man. What's wrong with this dude? You get a
Right.
few, you get a
Right.
few of them out there. I wouldn't say get rid of it. I mean, they may be able to add like the stuff they used to do in Hawaii, like the bench press stuff, possibly or something like that. But I think they took that away because of injury also. So it really just depends, I guess.
Nah, no problem, man. But look, man, we gotta let you go, man. I gotta have you back, man. Talk to you, man. It was real. It was cool talking to you. If you don't mind, I know I'm getting called. I'm getting pinged. Real quick, I'm about to end it. You can just stay here real quick, just so I
Okay.
can get your information. But all right, y'all, that's it. Y'all probably see us later on this week again. Appreciate you watching, and we out.
Peace.